What's up, everybody? This is Shane from Dad's Little Warriors Dad Talk Podcast, and we just appreciate you tuning in with us. Make sure you check out our website, dadslittlewarriors.com. Check out all of our apparel. We got a little bit of something for everybody. And we always say whenever you're wearing any of our apparel, that you're never alone. We're with you. So check that, dadslittlewarriors.com. And if you guys like what we're doing, make sure you like the channel and subscribe to it. And if you have any questions or comments or any topics you'd like me to discuss, feel free to leave them below. Thank you guys, and keep on tuning in.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in to Dad's Little Warriors Dad Talk. And this week's going to be about acceptance. So, something that I personally struggled with for a long time, not even just with, our situation that my family's in and everything like that. I really, me and Sam kind of had I guess you could say maybe like a come to Jesus meeting. We're not very religious, we had been to church and stuff like that. But we talked, and I've had a little bit of a rough time. It's no surprise, no shock, no surprise there. But just been dealing with a lot of different stuff, and that's what I love about doing this stuff with the dad support. So people just don't feel alone. And the thing that I really noticed within, it's probably been about a week or two now since I've really seen it, in myself, and Sam said something about it. And I really started to think about it, man. I had to sit down and I had to, make myself believe it and recognize, that it was a problem for me. And the problem was just not accepting things. Not accepting things that I had no control over. That's the worst. As a dad and as a guy, we like to be in control. We like to have the resolution to a problem before the problem even happens. That's how I work. That's like how my brain's wired. Which there's, a lot of us dads know, and everybody knows that you just can't predict this shit, and you can do everything in your power to try to make things right and smooth and the way that you want them to be, and shit just goes wrong, and you have no control over this. Just for instance, because I always like to put everything in perspective on my life, because that's what I can honestly relate to, and things that have helped me as a dad in some pretty shitty situations. And I had a pretty big load last year, with a lot of the stuff that we had going on. And I had to sit back and kind of think, coming into this year and our situation, with Lucy, like there's still a lot of unknowns, and I definitely realized that, acceptance was a big issue for me. There's things that I had accepted, and I had no problem accepting, because I had literally no control over it. There was nothing I could fucking do. One of those things being Lucy's condition. I know that Lucy is going to be different. It's already been shown. We see it. The doctors verify it. The tests show it. I'm not that kind of denial person. Me and Sam have always said, like, we're realist people. You know what I mean? Just cut it to me straight. You know what I mean? Don't beat around a bush. Don't bullshit about it. Just cut it to me straight, and I'll figure out my way of dealing with it, coping with it, whatever. So that was kind of just like right off the bat. I accepted that. It was everything showed what it showed. So that wasn't an issue with me. Me and Sam always said that we were going to treat her the same that we do Lulu. We don't gentle parent. You know what I mean? That's not a thing around here. We don't shelter our kids. Lulu's not sheltered. She's a freaking spitfire, man. She is feral as shit. So, I accepted that one pretty quick. And then there were some things that I was kind of holding on to that I didn't accept. I had a hard time just accepting. I don't know exactly how to word this, because I kind of got to be a little careful on how Lucy's condition arised, maybe. Um, I have a hard time with that one, and that one kind of really sits in the back of my brain all the time. Other than that, my biggest one and the one that I'll mostly talk about is my acceptance of being, I mean, I can call it now, a stay-at-home dad. You know what I mean? I do a lot of things behind the scenes, and I do a lot of extra stuff, including this, with the Dad's Little Warrior stuff and the apparel line, the website, the social media, all that stuff. Like I do all that stuff, and I love it. Um, it's a lot for one person, but at the end of the day, it was very hard to accept the fact that like this is my job now. My job now is literally to be a dad and the best dad that I can possibly be. Um, you know, Watch Lucy, care for Lucy, take Lucy to appointments. There was a good time, probably the first 6 months. Honestly, Sam's only not been to one appointment of hers with me, and it was like occupational therapy. Um, you know, she is, she's the one working. She's the one providing, for our family and everything like that. And as a guy and as a dad, man, that shit hurts. I have a very hard time accepting the fact and swallowing my pride, um, doing this. Um, it's tough, man. Every day, like I just look back and she's like 7 months old, and even look back 8 months ago, man, everything has changed in a split second. um, our lives, all the way around. But I had a really hard time accepting that. I just had to cut my shit, man. Me and Sam were kind of having a heart to heart, and I'm like, I think I found my biggest problem. Something I'm not going to solve overnight. It's not going to happen that way. Nobody can do that. But once you start accepting things, especially things that, one, you can't change, and two, that just makes sense. Like we really sat down and figured out, like with her studio being at home, my, mental and physical capabilities of dealing with the shop stuff, Lucy's appointments, all that stuff. I don't really need to get into every single detail, with you guys to explain myself. But really, it's just the biggest thing from this is like you have to find things in your life that you can change, you can't change. If you can't change them, or they just don't make sense and something else makes more sense, then accept it. Once you accept that, then you can, cope with it. You can move forward with it. Like I was finding myself like wanting more. I've always wanted more. It's just, my mindset, my work ethic, my everything, from day one. I started working at 14. I wanted more. I wanted, you know, more jobs, more, experience, more money, do more things, like all that. I just wanted more. I never really was satisfied until like I just kept on getting more and more and more. And now I've finally accepted that like this is my role. Yeah, and it's hopefully it's not forever. Um, I have somewhere else to kind of go with this, but that'll be on another one. But man, you gotta accept the shit. Whether you ask for it or not, um, whatever makes the most sense, really. We didn't ask for any of this stuff, that happened, and that's life, man. You know. Bottom line, anything to take from this is you just have to accept some things, man. You might not agree with them, you might not be happy about them, but you got to do what you got to do as a man and a dad, and sometimes eat shit, and you got to accept it. It sucks, but um, you just got to accept what makes sense. That's pretty much it. But Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. If you take anything from this, just, think about, analyze, figure out on your situation and what you're kind of struggling with. And if it makes sense, it makes money, or it makes you happy, whether it's what you want or not, accept that shit. You'll be so much better, man. I can just tell a difference within a week or two of kind of accepting, our situation right now. And, me doing what I have to do for my family. Once I accept it, everybody can see a change. So, thanks, guys. Keep on tuning in. Make sure you check out our website, dadslittlewarriors.com. We have some cool stuff getting ready to come out. I'm working on some new stuff now, but we have some great stuff on the website. We got hats, beanies, long sleeve, short sleeve, hoodies. Anything you guys see, recommend, anything like that, just let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.